Hi everyone, welcome back. We've got a new book.
We do. Well, two copies.
Two copies of the book. Not that, I mean,
Yeah.
at this point everyone who wants one will have a copy of the book.
Yeah, it's not been too hard to get your hands on.
We definitely didn't get sent any by GW because they don't care.
That's fair enough. And I was kind of disappointed because I ordered mine in a pre-order from a third party and it didn't arrive till like the 19th.
Oh really? Mine came out, mine actually got dispatched the day before release. So it was arriving at, who did you order from?
Let's not say. In case they ever want to sponsor us.
I got sent mine from a good friend down in Nottingham who I've been ordering things from for a very long time. Element Games, I see you, I love you.
You do order a lot from Element Games. You've got like stickers on your box.
I do. I mean, they send them free out, so why not use them?
Why not? So in classic Salthammer Wargaming fashion, you're striking while the iron is freezing cold. You know, the game's been out for, by the time this video comes out, like 3 weeks at this point. And we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to perhaps naively give our opinion on what we think so far of the new edition of Bloodbowl, specifically from the perspective of casual, not very good at the game players.
Folk that play it in an evening after work, like we often do, who are maybe a little bit too tired and who frequently have to refer to the rulebook or a handy mobile gaming app.
And we do not play leagues because we just don't have the time.
No.
You know, the commitment involved in doing a league.
I would love to do one for the channel, even if it was just
Oh god, yeah.
Almost like highlights, like match of the day style game coverage.
Isn't just like a highlight sort of thing. Okay, well maybe the biggest issue there is just getting people to appear with us. So that's why we haven't done a league in the channel, and getting people just to play Blood Bowl in general is quite hard. Getting people to do anything these days is quite hard. So that's why we don't play leagues. That being said, there is now a match play thing, which is definitely up our street because we have been known in the past to play 1 or 2 day tournaments, and I think match play would be good for that. You know, adding the skill points factor, and also it'd be nice to take a terrible team and stand the chance.
I mean, you say that. The last time we did a tournament down in Warhammer World, Gnomes won.
No, the Halflings.
Halflings won.
Yeah.
That well-known Tier 1 team.
The Halflings won our tournament at Warhammer World. That stung a little bit because I took the Wood Elves and I lost against the Halflings, and I had to say I was reevaluating everything. So, am I just trash? I mean, I know I'm not very good at the game, but am I absolute trash? Maybe.
To credit to Louise. She did play very well.
She played very well, which is interesting because she's played like 3 games and she just figured out instantly how to play them optimally. So, we're going to talk about the game, the new edition. I took some notes on my phone. I was going to print them off, but I thought, save the trees. But, you know, reading stuff with fun, I hate it. So let's start off with things that are the same.
A lot.
Nearly everything.
Yeah.
I think that's my favourite part about it, is that I know pretty much how to play this game because I know how to play second edition.
I think it's a testament to how good second edition was, though, that they don't have to make any big, huge changes. I mean, you can say the same about 40k, like, oh, you're still rolling the same dice, and it's like, yeah, but everything else about 40k, there's so many more nuances in 40k, and Kill Team was...
Oh man, the change between first and second edition Kill Team broke my brain.
Yeah.
Which you guys will know if you watched old videos and you watched the Kill Team videos and were like, but...
I don't know how...
Squares? Triangle? He's triangle away? I don't understand.
I mean, now they're 3 inches and 6 inches. That they didn't do in the first place. Anyway, we're not talking about Kill Team.
Okay, let's get away from Kill Team. So the new Blood Bowl edition is very similar, and for that we are very thankful. The things they have changed are not actually mechanical differences, which is good because I can't even be arsed learning new things.
No.
But they have changed something huge, and I know it's a thing that everyone hates, and I couldn't stand it. And that was if I roll a 1 with modifiers to my pass. First time I actually did that, I thought it was a joke because I was like, wait, it's worse than just rolling a natural 1?
Yeah.
What? Explain that.
It was a punishment for trying to do something crazy.
Yeah.
And you got really badly punished for it, which was a mistake. Because I mean, we've had a practice game, and I've managed to get off a fairly long throw, and I also managed to stuff a throw.
Yeah, but crucially, you didn't think when you were throwing it, there's a chance I'm going to send it 12 squares back the way.
Yes.
You know? It'll be all right.
Yeah. There's been a lot of clarifications on stuff, which is good as well. Well, I think it's good anyway. Even silly things like who actually starts the game. Previously, it was determine who wins the game by doing a coin toss or a roll off, and it's like, okay, but is it 40k style where whoever wins the roll off or coin toss has to go first? Is it just meant to be a player's agreement?
Because I think I just assumed that the person who won the roll off decided,
as you would in like a normal physical sports game.
I never realised it wasn't written down.
No, it's not. Now it is. Now it's whoever wins the toss or roll. Sorry, it is explicitly a roll now, which I don't really agree with. Makes the choice, which I think it always should have been. I mean, if someone's getting that sweaty about it, I wouldn't want to play with them anyway.
No.
Which is also the first rule in the game: always be polite and respectful to your opponent.
It's fair.
That's fair.
I don't agree with it, but fair enough. It sort of goes against the spirit of this channel. Sometimes I should be allowed to insult you.
Yes. Always tell the truth and never cheat. Maybe that should be number one.
It's fine. I mean, it's hard to cheat when you're on camera. The sleight of hand's terrible.
Yeah, but our viewers do like to, which I appreciate, point out when things go wrong.
I mean, but the dice rolling, you can't actually that was a 6. Oh. Can't, my hands aren't fast enough. So it's pretty much the same, and that's great. That's so good. There's a new rule, which I haven't tried yet. I should say we have played a game off camera. I played Orcs versus Skaven. It was very illuminating. I think I've just slept on the Orcs for a long time on how good they can be.
I conceded the game.
Yeah, you conceded the game. So secure the balls new rule, which since I haven't used it yet, on the fence about, only because, from my perspective as a Tomb Kings player, the idea that I can pick that ball up on a 2.
Yes, importantly, you're massive, the Tomb Guardians.
No, yes, so the big guys can't, and that's absolutely fine. But
which, I think the addition of having big guy is essential for that secure the ball not to become completely ridiculous.
Yeah, because when it first got released, they didn't mention specifically what the criteria was going to be, so I was like, all right, well, strength 5 stuff having the ball? Absolutely not. It's not going to be allowed. So that's fine. Low agility teams like the Tomb Kings, I kind of understood why I couldn't just pick up the ball easily, because I've got 4 strength 5 guys. It's a balancing thing, And I'm probably going to try the Tomb Kings out. I mean, I might try them out in the game we're about to play later on today and see what it's like, because, 4 with a reroll because of sure hands on your thrower, that's 75% chance of picking it up. Whereas, picking up a 2 has an 83% chance. It's an extra 8%. Oof. And that's quite a big deal, And I know that ends your activation, but I would just try and plan it in such a way that, even if I only get 4 movement to go get the ball, it's not that big a deal. I was like, okay, I can't move after this, but I've got the ball.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see a situation where having it end your activation would...
We can't throw.
Yes, sorry, obviously.
Hand it off to someone.
Yeah, you can't, you be 1 square next to it and just be like, and 9 movement, off I go.
Yeah, so there's no reason to ever do it on low agility stuff. Low agility stuff? High agility stuff. Number small, good?
Yes.
Okay. So, I don't know. I could be overthinking it, and it does seem, in my case, being a little bit gamey, considering I am as casual a player as I am. But it's just a little thing I read. I was like, Tomb King's picking that up on a 2. I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Well, they'll play tested it.
Of course, obviously, yeah. I mean, they've play tested, probably more than their other games. It certainly feels more play tested than the other games. But yeah, secure ball. What's your thoughts on
it? As a high agility player, for most of my teams, for the main team that I play, I don't really see it'll give me much benefit. And I'm always going to be a situation where, a thrower's picking it up. I want to be throwing that ball. Probably. Or at least then boogieing off somewhere else. I also think it may be quite easy to stop from happening. Is it 3 squares that they have to be around? So you have to be 3 squares free.
That's a good point. The 3 squares free thing is very important, because the benefit I thought when I heard about it is if I'm in a total jam and it's in my half, I'm being surrounded by guys, the idea of just being able to pick up the ball would be huge. So
3 squares is quite
that's a big radius.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the 3 square caveat's been put in, because people could get out of a really bad situation a bit more easily. So I like that. That's good.
I know that you have strong feelings on it. I think it would be very, very contextual. As a casual player, I can't see it being a game breaking or massively changing rule.
No, I don't think it's massively game changing, but just low agility.
I think it gives low agility teams a chance. It gives them a
chance, but I don't know. They're usually strong. That's their trade-off.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm probably just overthinking this massively, but we can move on.
Yeah.
So what else? So things are mainly the same. Passing's changed, so you don't have to, everyone's covered this online, different videos have covered it. Wildly inaccurate, it's been changed. Thank the gods. It was terrible.
Yep.
What's new? Interceptions are different.
As we found out.
Yep. So just you roll high enough, usually a 6, you just catch the ball. That's amazing. Yep. I think it's great. I love it.
Fucked me over. It did me diddly.
I think it's amazing. It's just I'm not going to say it's what I want Blood Bowl to be because that's such a sweeping statement, but
no, I think being able to like throw and catch the ball and have the aerial play much more part of the game is really, really good. I mean, my God, next edition they might even bring back kick goals. Wouldn't that be insane?
Nah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's a bit too easy, isn't it? Just sometimes think when I'm watching rugby, I'm just like, why don't you just punt it through the... Yeah.
Like England World Cup attempt, like 10 or so years ago.
When they won?
Yeah.
They won it? Like,
they kicked to victory, but it was boring.
It was boring. Yeah, of course it was boring, but they did it, and why don't more people do it?
Yeah.
So, that's fine.
The throwing template still makes no sense.
Well, I don't think... The pictures don't really make sense.
No, the picture doesn't make sense. I mean, if anyone has it, go to page 70 and count the squares for me as to what they're calling a short pass is only just a short pass, while in reality it actually should be 2 squares. Basically, and I saw it, and I've told you about the Reddit post. There are people out there, and if you are one of them, I strongly disagree with you that the template should be used for everything. I think that's crazy.
Just use the squares, man.
Count the squares. The template is good for checking overlap, and that is all it's good for.
That's fine by me, but the squares are fine. The book tells you what squares are which.
Yep.
Just use that.
Just count.
Because, this map that we're playing on, I'm pretty sure the squares are smaller than the squares you get with the official pad that comes with the starter set. I'm pretty sure they are. So, secure the ball, passing, intercepting, that's what's different. Stalling's different. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I quite like stalling. I think it's got a place. I know a lot of people really hate it. I know you really hate it, but I think it's got a place.
And I say that who's someone who has done it multiple times.
It's got a place in real sport. It's got a place in this sport.
Yeah.
People, it's a very, very common tactic in actual sports. And the changes they've made, so here's the thing. I just think that saying, if you have to roll a dice, you can stall, essentially is what they're saying.
Yep.
Don't like that.
No.
Because I'll create situations to do that. I can still exploit it, Well,
there's also, like the vampires, for example, are a very, very fine example. The people who will have the ball have to do a roll for everything. So they basically be able to stall all the time.
All the time they'll be able to stall. And then I will, if I'm in a situation where, let's say, I've got the ball quite close to the end zone, I don't have to activate that player straight away. I'll just try and create a situation where I turn over rather than let that happen. If I'm like 10 squares in the clear, I'll just get my other player and start doing dodge tests constantly.
Yeah, or just this guy's just going to rush. He's just going to rush. This guy, he doesn't need to rush. He's going to rush.
He's going to rush. I'll make everyone rush who can rush. I'll just try and do stupid dodge tests to create turnovers, because the guy who's in the end zone, I don't want him to have to move. Mm-hmm. There's ways around the stalling.
I say you're not stalling by the rules.
Yeah.
You're just ending your turn intentionally.
I'm ending my turn intentionally. I'm creating a turnover situation.
Yeah.
I know that might seem like it's against the spirit of what's going on, but I don't know. Maybe how would you get rid of it? Maybe just don't make a rule against it. Just say in the book, don't be a dick. I don't know. Like rule number 3, don't be a dick. You can stall, but you're a bad person.
Yeah.
And I'll accept it. I'm a bad person sometimes. It depends who I'm playing. If you're playing like a really bad team against Skaven or something like that, of course I'm going to stall. It could just be something you agree on. I don't know. The way they've done it is, it feels like some teams are going to be able to stall more than others, just by the mechanics of the rules.
Mm-hmm. I mean, presumably, I never really saw it as a massive... Well, I say, you're a dick if you do it, but presumably there was enough of an outcrying that, similar to rolling a 1 on a pass, that seems more like an egregious, like, holy hell, why was that a rule in the first place, than stalling not being called out in some way, shape or form. I don't know.
Maybe stalling is a thing I just haven't seen in online chat that people have been complaining about for a long time. Mm-hmm. You know, and also the thing they've done about stalling, like it's harder to stall in the earlier game. Fair enough, I don't mind that. You know, if you're going to put in something to do that makes sense from a headcanon standpoint.
Is it the early game or is it the later game?
As in, like turns 7 and 8, you can't even be punished for stalling. I'm pretty sure. Here's another thing that's different, though. Another thing that's different is the team composition with positionals.
Yes,
that's a huge thing, and it's a very controversial thing they've done because you can have a situation where people have went out and bought extra blitzers and stuff, and they can't use them in a game anymore.
That's just GW, though.
I know, but it's still...
I mean, you can apply that. That's not just this game. That is GW to a T. That's been their thing with 40k recently as well, in terms of getting rid of all the additional weaponry, but only having it so that you're playing with what comes in your box. I mean, this is nowhere near as bad as folk being told that Horus Heresy tanks would be viable in 40k, and then 2 weeks later having the carpet ripped out from underneath them. But
yeah, that's those things.
Yeah.
All those dreadnoughts.
That's Pete with all these tanks. That was brutal.
Yeah. But that stung me, and I can understand why people would feel stung.
Yeah.
You know, because you were actively encouraged to do it by booster packs.
Well, they stopped selling a lot of booster packs a while ago.
Did they?
Because I wanted to go down and get ones for the Skaven, so finally I could get another gutter runner. But it's gone.
Maybe they were trying to tell us something in advance to stop us. And from a balancing standpoint, it's easy to see why they've done what they've done, because, you know, try to balance a team when you can take 4 blitzers, but you choose not to take 4 blitzers. It's a lot harder when you're saying, there's what you can take, and we'll assume you will take those because it matches up with the box. You know,
I mean, as far as balancing for Blood Bowl goes, though, because there is the tiers, I think you can get away with it a little bit more.
You could get away with it a little bit more.
You don't have to try and balance a tier 1 team against a tier 4 team.
Well, we're going to see.
That's what match plays for.
That's what match plays for. We're going to see how that goes.
But straight out of the box, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So something that hasn't changed, is I've got it open in front of me. The pre-game stuff is pretty similar in the most part. Your fan factors are all still there. Unfortunately, the weather is still very heavily skewed to be perfect all the time. I think they missed an opportunity to just make that the perfect conditions a little bit narrower, and
something we could maybe house rule for like a tournament. You know,
we
could say we've held the tournament in November. The weather's not going to be perfect, probably. You know, I don't know. It's probably some way to get around it. I wish the rules would reflect it.
Yeah, it would be very.
I honestly can't remember the last time it wasn't perfect.
I've had one where it's been either 3 or 11. I think maybe one where it was sweltering heat.
I had one with sweltering. That was brutal. By the end of the game, not a lot of people on the pitch.
No, but the fact that it does affect you both, I think perfect conditions should be maybe like 5 to 9, and then 3 and 4 very sunny, 10, 11 be pouring rain. Just something to open out a little bit.
I would like that. A lot.
Kickoff event. One of the changes, I think that might be another one, but at least Blitz is now called Charge.
Dodgy Snack's a new thing. The Fish's Ref's gone.
Yeah.
Is it a Fish's Ref?
Yeah, I think it was,
Yeah, so Dodgy Snack's a new thing. That's great because my kickoff table on the mat is now...
null and void.
Well, if you roll 11, just put some Tipex on it.
Yeah.
It's quite annoying, isn't it? But that's fine. I didn't really mind the Fish's Ref that much.
This is completely aside. I think this book is laid out a lot better as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. I like that there is at least something down the bottom of the pages that lets you have some idea of what you're flicking between.
Did the old one not have that?
No, it was just I'm sure it was just the numbers.
Okay. It's a weird one. It's got a lot more pages than the old one.
Oh, it's a chunky boy.
It's a very chunky book, but it doesn't feel less clear. I feel like it's easier to find things. That'll maybe be different after you play a few games with it, because I actually thought when I first read 2nd edition that it was really well written, and I played more games and tried to find the rules.
Trying to find stuff.
I found quite difficult.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't feel like haven't had that impression so far with this show. But who knows? Maybe 3 or 4 videos from now, I will be complaining and bitching.
Yeah. Special rules. Team captain.
Team captain.
You got a shot at team captain in our wee practice game.
Yeah. Orcs have a team captain as a special rule.
Yep.
It didn't do anything because I couldn't roll a 6.
You also forgot to use it for a lot of time. Classic Salthammer Wargaming.
No. Well, I didn't do it for the first half. So
So for half the game, you forgot to use it.
Yes, but I had a lot of chances. I think I had like 4 rerolls and I didn't succeed with any of them.
You rolled
6.
Was
it 4 ones?
Yeah, I think it may be 4 ones.
4
It was
ones.
either 3 or 4 ones.
My team captain wasn't inspiring.
No, it was not.
He wasn't. But I like the concept of it. And they get the pro special role team captains. Is that a thing they get as well?
Yep.
That's kind of cool. I don't know how they decided who actually gets to, because I think there's only 2 teams with team captain out of the box. I think it's orcs and humans, I want to say.
Oh well.
I don't think anyone else has it. Or you give it that a little read. But then again, we're not very experienced when it comes to spending points on skills and whatnot, which we're going to have to be to play match play, which we're thinking about doing in the very game that we're about to play after this. And we'll release that video at a later date. Wonder who we're going to play as. You brought the Skaven?
I've got Skaven with me.
Might play Tomb Kings because...
Just see if you can get a wee secure the ball.
Well, also they're supported now, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Are they the same?
Essentially. Yeah, they're very similar. So it was like the Legends rules.
Yeah, was the Tomb King like an older...
Them and the High Elves don't have... And the High Elves still don't have rules as far as I'm aware for this edition. I mean, I think they're coming at a later date. Yeah, because, you know, there's money on the table. Make a High Elf team. You know, all those third party... There's literally fucking dozens of companies that are making Blood Bowl miniatures for High Elves.
Yeah.
So our Games Workshop could just make them.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of the Tomb Kings models they've made. I think the ones I've got are probably better.
The Tomb Guardians you've got are much better.
They're hulking, their shoulders are massive.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's much cooler.
How many teams have actually come out the last season then?
In the last,
like brand new teams.
For this season 2.
No, sorry, for season 2.
For season 2 there was gnomes.
Yep, I remember the gnomes. There was definitely
Norse. Amazons.
Are the vampires new? They're definitely newer sculpts.
They're newer sculpts, but I don't think, were they new for the edition? I don't think so. But there's Norse, there's Amazons, and there's gnomes, and there'll be others. You know, my memory's how well researched we are for this video.
Sorry, I put you on the spot a bit there, Chris.
Yeah. So all in all, not a lot of substance in this video because it's just a bunch of casual players going, I quite like that. I don't really like that. But you know, you've watched the video, so maybe the joke's on you. Does that conclude everything? Maybe.
I'm sure as we play more games, some things will come up, and you'll hear our opinions then and there.
Yeah, these are just things that we noticed in the game that we played for our practice game. We've played one whole game. I did say we are striking while the iron is stone cold. Really sorry, life was in the way. I wasn't even on the island
on the
of Great
mainland.
Britain
No,
for a lot of the last couple of weeks. So here we are.
Hopefully, match play is it should be good. See what the skills are like. Hopefully it means more content for you guys.
Yes, and we'll rack up a game. I guess we'll just sit here and go through our lists for the game that we're about to play. Bit weird. But yeah, we'll catch you all in the next video, and thank you very much for watching.
Yep.